Hello guys, how's everyone doing? My name is Magno Guillen and I'm a Florida International student, and I am currently taking an ethical hacking and countermeasure class with Dr. Faisal Khalim, which is the reason that I'm bringing you this video. Now in this video I'm going to talk to you guys about that simplest, clearest way to first run administrator access if your account doesn't have administrator access, to clear the passwords on a specific account, or to actually have the chance to change it. Now, the way that you want to do this is you're using a live CD. The live CD is called Hiren. You could easily find the ISO to download from online. You Google it, it's Hiren boot CD. It's in version 15.2 right now. And basically what this CD is, it's a bunch of utilities put into one. It's actually the best CD that you could use for many reasons. You're able to run antivirus scans on your computer without actually having to have that antivirus or download it. You're able to actually provide you with environments like a mini Windows XP machine that you could boot into to look at your files, as well as an actual Linux machine for you to actually boot into as well. Now the reason that I'm bringing this video is to explain to you the easiest way for clearing the password and why we want to do that. Well, from the hacking standpoint of view, is to actually gain access into other people's accounts to do either malicious stuff or just to simply steal their information. Now, companies should be very aware of this important issue that it is clearing the passwords and changing the password of users' accounts and granting them access to their machine. Now, I'm going to perform an actual demonstration of cleaning the password and being able to change the administrator rights. Now, what does this imply? This implies that you're able to access any machine that you want, as long as it has Windows XP. Or not XP, but also 7, Vista, any Microsoft Windows machine actually. And it allows you to actually penetrate into their system, so you're able to see the files that are locally stored in the machine. Now I'm going to go ahead and actually show you how to do this. Now the system that I have here is the Windows 7 machine. Everyone's well aware of how to use this machine. Let me see. And I'm going to show you this account right here. This is the account that we're gonna get access to, and as you can see, it's clearly password protected. So if I go ahead and type just random stuff, it's gonna tell me that the username and password is wrong. Now the CD is already inside the machine, so you don't really have to so that's the first thing you want to do. You want to put in the CD, and then let's just give it a restart so we could actually boot into the CD. So you want to get to the boot menu for whatever PC it is that you have. It's always a different F key. Right, so you want to boot from the CD. And now what does this give you? As we see, we have very different menus right here. The very first option once you boot into the CD is the booting from the hard drive, meaning that you just go normally into the operating system. After that, we have the mini Windows XP, which is the actual Windows XP machine that you could access. DOS programs are basically utilities that you're able to perform, such as hard drive test, memory test, stuff like that, which is always good. As well as you have the option for that memory test here as well. Now, if you see right here, it says offline NI 2000 XP Vista 7 password changer. Now that's the software that we're going to be using to crack the password and everything. Now what it does is it starts booting the CD. This process doesn't really take a while, so you just want to keep hitting enter. A bunch of stuff is going to happen now. Hit it, enter. So a bunch of fancy computer stuff, and we get to this point. It wants you to select a partition number, which is basically the one that you have selected. It's usually just the default one, the one that has the boot. So you hit enter, and then select the password registry. Alright, so basically hit enter. Now we come to this point. you want to do password reset, so that by default set to 1, so you hit enter. So now that partition didn't work, so let's try the second option. So now it's finding all the systems. Alright. So after all of that, it will get you to this menu. So as you see, you have about 4 options. So you have the first option, which is clear, blank the user password. You have the option to edit, set a new password, as well as promoting the user. Now, what does promoting the user mean? This basically means that you're able to grant administrator rights to those that don't actually have it, as well as unlocking and enabling other users' accounts. So let's say, just a quick scenario, you're a past employee that you want to get access to the account, but your account has been disabled locally. So you will simply use this and voila, you have access to the account. So now what we want to do is I'll show you 2 demonstrations. First, I'll show you how to clear the password for that account. So by default, it's going to the administrator account, as you can see. So now it's asking me to enter the username that I want to change to. But let's say I don't know the users. So they have this quick option for listing users, which is just a period, and you hit enter. And there you go. It shows you the users. Those are the users currently in the machine. It tells you if they're administrators or not, and if they're locked. So I'll show you 2 things right now. I'll show you upgrading the user, making them administrator, as well as clearing the password. So let's type the username, which in this case the username is for me. Alright, so now that we're in that user, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clear the password. So you type the number 1, hit enter. So voila, password clear, so you don't have to worry about having a password anymore, stuff like that. So now the other thing is we select my username again. And now what we want to do is we want to promote the user. So that's option 3. And there you go. So you select you want to, just gives you a little warning, whatever. So hit yes because you want to promote them. And there you go, promotion is done. And now if we list the users, again, you should be able to see that my user is now an administrator. So after that, let me show you just quickly for another account. Now, okay, I'll show you for the administrator account that you want to edit the password. So that's the option number 2. Oh, okay. So I can't show you that one because that part is blank. So let's try another user. Let's try this user right here. Let's clear option number 2. Okay, so the passwords are blank. So we aren't able to change that password because it's blank. Alright, so now we're going to quit from here. To quit, you just put the exclamation mark. You'll be able to quit. Now it's asking you what to do. You want to quit. You want to write the changes. And simply you could do a reboot. And restart. So now we see the machine's restarting. So the machine is booting up. Now we just have to wait. Now when it gets to this menu again, you simply want it to boot from the hard drive so that everything went good. Now we'll just wait. Now I should start loading the users that you had before. So this is the account that I had before. As you guys remember, that account was locked with the password. So now I just click on it. And there you have it. No more password. So that as well, as you saw that the account wasn't an administrator, I'll just demonstrate to you that it now is. Now while that's loading up, there's another actual tool that I want to show you from the CD itself. As you know, it's a live CD, so that you could actually boot into it, but it actually allows you to run some utilities from inside a computer. So now let me show you first that this in fact is an administrator account. See the properties, and you see it's an administrator right there. Should be able to see it. Now the other thing that I wanted to show you is that besides actually changing the password and all of that, that is actually very useful. You can run this utility. This is the actual CD. You run the menu. So this is what it looks like once you're inside the machine. As you see, so the bunch of programs. So the ones that interest us is the password and keys. Now this itself has many different utilities for you to use. Now one of the useful ones is sniff pass. It's actually kind of like a sniffing tool like Wireshark, if you're well aware of that, as well as a password viewer for mail if you have it set up in your account, in your computer, for Messenger, for network, and then there right here we have a web browser password viewer. Web browser, what does that mean? It means that some of the web browsers that you actually visit, they're not always protected with the right protocol that they should be. So what this account actually does is that if you have it saved up in your browser, stuff like that, it would actually show you the accounts that you have in there. But since this is a brand new account, you're not gonna be able to see any actual information because there's nothing there. So password, and then the last one is actually a wireless key viewer, meaning that it shows you what the actual key will be in that machine. So that actually takes a while to run, so you can leave it in the background and then just come back to it whenever you finish. But there you have it. So there you guys have it. That was basically clearing the password and being all done through a live CD, which is a Hiren CD. Again, this is a CD that you could download the ISO for online, and you could use it as you will. Now, I just demonstrated how to clear the password for whatever account is in the computer, how to change the password, as well as how to promote the user, granting them administrator rights if they don't previously have it. You're also able to unlock accounts that have been previously disabled, which is beneficial for whoever wants to use it. Now, who's actually, what does it imply? This implies that if you're someone that has malicious intent and you want to steal information and just have access to a computer that you shouldn't have access to, you just plug in the CD, and then you could crack the passwords, you could clear the password, you could do all of that using this CD. So what else does that imply? This implies, let's say, a case where you want to have access, but you don't want the person to be suspicious. In that case, you basically just change the password. Because imagine if you change the password and then the person comes in again, and it just seems that they forgot the password. So no harm done as to their understanding. But once you have access, you store the information and everything without them even suspecting a thing. So now, what's the best defense against this? The best countermeasure would be to actually have security, just physical security. Lock your doors, lock the office, make sure that the computer is somewhere that is not accessible to people that it shouldn't be, so that you actually protect your information and your privacy. So there you go, guys. I hope you liked the demonstration and you enjoyed the video, and then you actually use this program to whatever it is that you will do or want to do. Thanks again.